you guys had. I think they only shot like 5 for 25 from the floor. You hold them to 12 points. Did you do anything? Like, what did you see defensively there?
I think that we've been playing. I think it's been trending that way. I thought, against the Celtics, against Memphis, tonight here in New Orleans, I think that we've been trending that way. We just haven't had a win to validate it. And so I feel like our defense was physical. We've been playing Dario at some three, and so you roll out like those bigs, and Ersan and Dario at a three, and Covington over at a two, and like that's a big team. And I think that just defensively we have been trending well in the direction that you just mentioned.
By all things considered, a relatively quiet night for Joel. But you guys were still able to get the win with other players stepping up. Can you talk about what you saw from other people not named Joel Embiid?
And so it's a fair point, and it's like I'm looking at his numbers, and what we all should look at is his plus minus. That is massive, plus 27, for Joel Embiid in the game, although it wasn't sort of jaw-dropping numbers. I think the things that we've been talking a lot about, in this, third set of 10 games where we got to focus on transition defense. They only had 12 points. 2 came in the last 30 seconds. We spoke about turnovers. We only had 10. And so if you can, play that type of transition defense and have that few turnovers, the team, to Jessica's point, is easier to point out. There was some good effort within the team. But I think those stats collectively, along with the 27 assists, were just sort of everybody played, and it was a true team effort.
What do you like having Nick and Dario come off the bench, 2 guys that had been starters at one point?
Well, we saw Nick have a bounce tonight. You saw Nick had that cocky bounce, and I tried to put him in a bunch of situations to let him feel that, and he delivered on a lot of it. I think Dario comes in, and there's a physical presence there, and you just look at his facial expressions, and there's a toughness that you just fall in love with. The city, I think, sees what we all see. So from both of their perspective, they come in, they really helped us.
Ersan too with that. Like Ersan just seems to have that toughness that to kind of carry over to other people. It just seems like your team plays tougher with him.
I agree with that. And he's just very steady. The big 3 in front of their bench, clock's winding down. The game was looking okay, but it looked a hell of a lot better when he made that corner 3. I think in general there was a veteran personality and a veteran presence all over the place that he brings to the table in our locker room.
You held Anthony Davis below his season average, and despite of a double-double from him, still came out with a win. What were you able to do to make sure that he didn't take over the game like he's capable of doing?
You saw different looks. I think Dario was tough on him, physical on him. I thought Ersan, did a good job on him. A few times Joel, ended up on him, and I thought, made some good plays. I just think that the team stuff that we really tried to do behind whatever the scheme was, if he was at a post, he saw a crowd. If he was in an isolation at an elbow, he saw a crowd. We really just tried to tilt the gym and bring everybody on our team, to his side of the floor, his side of the post. And I think the individuals that guarded him deserve a lot of credit. I think the team behind him also did their work, especially in the second half.